which has to be preserved, and therefore the breeds for future are maintaining the diversity as well. It is mainly to the alpine pastures. If you look at that, the most inhospitable terrain would have pastoralism. Like, for example, the Changpa of Ladakh maintains sheep and goat. The yak in Ladakh, the yak in Arunachal. And therefore, about 49 breeds, 22% of the total breed are under pastoralism. And therefore, this is a strong component which need to be captured in this livestock census. This is what we promote, the breed, what we register, how do we promote them. We promote them by the applicant felicitation of all the new breed registered. The last one we did in 2023, Breed Conservation Award is constituted by NBGR. And last year, a Toda Buffalo breeder, a tribe from Nilgiri, got this award. So therefore, this award has gone to many people who are silently helping to conserve and preserve, and we give that on Kisan Divas every year. We also celebrate IDB, International Day of Biodiversity, with the pastoralists, with the farmers, and the glimpses are this is what we did in 23. We celebrated the International Day of Biodiversity at Ladakh and felicitate the Ladakhi cattle farmers. Also, on this occasion, we created a Ladakhi Cattle Breed Society. This is what will help in terms of this census, and also the breeds will be preserved through these approaches. In this year, 2024, at Dirang on IBD 22nd May, we also went to Dirang, celebrated with the yak pastoralist of the highlands, and created a society with which the NRC Yak, NBEGR, and the Yak Herder Society signed an agreement how the Yak Herder Society will go on. This is what a characterization of a breed or documentation. This is what a Bunny buffalo story. Till 2010, this is a nondescript buffalo population. 2011, it was registered. And today, Honorable Prime Minister of India also deliberated on this particular breed in the International Dairy Federation held in 2022, that this breed of buffalo, it is sustaining the pastoral people in this region and has created a value chain for milk and milk products. And that's a burning example that how a nondescript animal, when it is described and registered, has helped the farmer and their economy. This is what we stands at the livestock census of 19th. We started a breed of 130 in the year 2007, and then 20th livestock census, 2019, 164 breeds, and this particular livestock census will have 219 breeds. So the complexity is increasing, and the dimension also increasing. So therefore, it needs to be identified 219 breeds. I'm happy that the platform being used and the inputs are there. It is complex, but it is also will make it like to see. 55 new breeds have been added from the last census. This is what the outcome of last livestock census. Livestock census is not just a number. It helps in the number in terms of making policy and programs. Apart from that, the breed survey report, which was published last year, here it is. And then immediately in the 22nd, 2022, we published the breed watch list based on this report. So that's the outcome of the breed-wise report of livestock based on the livestock census of 2019 and translated into a breed watch list 2022. What it signifies? It signifies we identified that 38 registered breeds are at risk based on the FAO guidelines. And 5 were very critical, and they were presented in the map. One is a sheep called Tibetan sheep, one a goat called Teresa goat of Andaman and Nicobar Island, and 3 camel breeds of Rajasthan. They were identified as critical based on the survey report, based on the watch list. And the watch list depicts, the green zone depicts that these are the breeds under a species which are safe. Orange, red, it defines that they are on different threat perception. What we did? In 2022, we bring out this watch list. This is a book, a summary report, and then we immediately initiated Teresa Goat Conservation Unit in 23 at CRI Port Blair. And very recently, on the day of May 22nd, we have initiated at Dirang. This is the Regional Sheep Breeding Forum of Arunachal Pradesh. We have initiated conservation unit for Tibetan sheep. So as we have already started conservation of 3 camel breeds at NRC camel. So therefore, decision for this has come from the breed watch list, and that has come from the livestock census. So this is the outcome that what has come from the livestock census last. And we have implemented actionable point as well. This is what our global recognition based on one aspect that the livestock census, it has helped us to have the unique among other countries, which was presented in FAO, appreciated by the Intertechnical Working Group there. We have field data also. The right-hand side data is based on the livestock breed survey. Therefore, we have been elected as a vice chair in the last ITWG. We have created database also, and now Mithun is a livestock accepted by FAO and put up in domestic animal diversity system. This is what the breeds which will be undertaken is 53 cattle breeds to be undertaken in this survey, 20 buffalo breeds to be undertaken in this survey. Similarly, these are the cattle breeds glimpses of climate resilient cattle breeds of India, which are very important, and they are present at different locations like the Hon'ble, the Tharparkar, the Sahiwal, the Gir, and the buffalo breeds like, as you know, from east to west, from north to south. 20 buffalo breeds identified, and the last one is Punna Thadi from Maharashtra. We have 39 growth breeds now registered, and a huge number of 45 sheep breeds. So sheep, cattle, goat, and buffalo constitute about close to 160 breeds. If these are accurately enumerated, the bovine population has small ruminant and large bovines, then our policy and programs would be a boost up in time to come. 14 pig breeds, as I said, in the last 10 years, 14 pig breeds have been, there were none before 2010. 9 camel breeds, they are extant, 8 horse breeds, 1 yak breed, and 3 donkey breeds have now been registered. 20 chicken breeds. The last one added Aravali of Gujarat. 3 duck breeds, 1 of Andaman, 1 geese from Kashmir, 3 dog breeds. But the issues of 21st livestock census and breed are quite complicated. That there are overlapping population, as Secretary Madam has informed during the inaugural session, that the species which is not to be there reported, the breeds are not supposed to be there are reported. This is because of the overlapping of the population between state, and that needs to be taken care. And that's not very difficult. Like overlapping population and more so the pure breed and the grade. These are the 2 areas where one has to take care. The pure breed and the grade and the overlapping. And also the cross hybrid population like the yak and cattle or the Mithun and cattle. They also have to be defined because they are being taken into one species or other ways. And also the population under migration, that's more important. So these are the issues which can be done through the nodal officer, the state enumeration, training particularly, and specifically the breed identification part. What do we do? NBAGR, we are providing the photographs. What we are doing also is to define the breeding tract. And third and most, the possible interstate and exotic breeds which have been introduced to different states. They have been enlisted. District-wide breed map, both for indigenous as well as possible interstate and exotic breed need to be identified. Then at the nodal officer level, the indigenous breeds in the district need to be identified. The improver breed need to be taken care. And also the distinguishable character based on salient point, which I'll be giving some example, also need to be taken. But what we help in breed information. It's called as a descriptor or a photo, the breeding tract or a breed book. And the training we are proposing, maybe an online training or a physical training. And also the validation. When data comes out, a validation part also. These all 3 things will help in making the accuracy better. What do you propose? A training model in July, August, as has been told. Either it will be through online, zone-wise. Every zone will have the state, which possibly have got interstate breeds, overlapping breeds. Every session will be about 3 hours, mainly focus on the probable breeds identified in that state or the zone, the breed description, and the native tract. These all will be given in a training either on physical or through a virtual mode. The animal breed per se, as per FAO guidelines, which we bound by, are a group of distinct, well-definable, identified external features, but they're separated by a closely looked breeds. That's the definition. But they are identified with physical characters, their conformation, performance, utility, etc. But the most distinguished feature are coat color, face shape, horn type, ear size, tail length, etc. and etc. But they belong to a common utilization pattern and being regarded as distinct by their breeders. This is what a breed and its identifiable features. We have minimized them to 4 or 5. This is gear. Gear is the animal which is identifiable very categorically. Its forehead is complex. If you look at the long and pendulous ear, is one of the distinct features of gear. The forehead, broad and convex, sparkle red color, curved horns, prominent hip bones. These are the identifiable features, and these will be listed, and therefore an enumerator can identify the pure versus the graded. Similarly, Gujarat, Jaffrabadi buffalo. It can be distinguished very easily from its horn pattern alone, along with other features. Uttar Pradesh, Godavari buffalo. The color pattern, the leg appearance, the white lines or the kanthi as they called, and the horns, shape and size. So these are few things which identifiable feature will be deliberated upon to identify these breeds in a much better way rather than going for pages of breed descriptor. This is again a Surti goat of Gujarat. It can be identified easily, not to be confused with any other breeds. These are the identifiable features. There are 3 features which can be identified easily. Similarly, this is a breed of sheep from Hassan, named as Hassan from Karnataka. It has got these 4 identifiable features. Assam, Doom pig, quite distinct. It has also the features, and they are depicted from 1 to 4. So this is the way how the identifiable features with the picture, quality, and training, that how this can be discriminated from the other closely related or the crossbred, that is the matter of training. This is Halari donkey, the donkey which is now being well sought in the southern state. Many farms have come up. This was registered very recently, a pure white color donkey. And there are only 3 registered donkey breeds in the country. So this is one of the unique donkey breed India has, and the state of Gujarat has. This is a Hansali chicken from Odisha. It's also registered a couple of years back. Looks like a seal, but not exactly a seal. So this can be identified based on its shank leg, the pink color, etc., etc. This is what a breed book, or what we plan to have, the breeding tract, the features, and the brief description of the breed, where it is available, how it is available, and everything in form of a 1-page report. This is what one aspect of breed, but what we are doing, the adding up more breed and characterizing the non-descript population, which stands at 54%. Look at this, here it shows the state-wise non-descript. Arunachal Pradesh stands at about 90% plus are non-descript. So therefore, the state which has got highest number of non-descript in the last census should take care while describing their breeds. Therefore, our non-descript percentage will come down easily. What we have done here, now this is featuring in the Standing Committee of Parliament as well, that to characterize the breeds as far as possible in a time frame manner. So therefore, we have started a mission, we call Mission Towards Zero Non-Descript. We have already submitted this mega project, but we have already initiated work on this, and just to knowledge of the House, what we have done till now, the last month we had with Goa state interface, we have done 18 state interface meet, 16 states and 2 union territories. All the state, I think most of you who are participating here would have participated in those interface. Survey we have initiated through the institute at 24 states. What we have done, this is one glimpse of Ladakh. We have initiated the project in Ladakh in October 21. Until now, we identified 3 breeds, one sheep called Malluk, one goat called Malra, and one dog called Chanki. That one. We have already registered Ladakhi cattle in 2018, and we have created a society. And this is another dimension of Ladakh, the most inhospitable Janskar Valley. And you see the sheep population. Looks like, almost like they are lustrous wool. And this is the first time, last October, our team visited Janskar Valley, and we are trying to capitalize and characterize this sheep population of Janskar. And hopefully, in time to come, we'll also register them. But this is one brief video that how a breed which is nondescript is to be described before it got extinct. And this is a classic example of that. Can you play, please? This is Changhi of Changthang. And this helps support the production system of Pashmina goat. Shepherd dog which helps the maintenance of the Pashmina goat. If this dog is not there, Pashmina goat really would be very difficult. So this is what the Chanki dog, which is the friend of Changpa, is almost under the stage of extinction. We have undertaken this characterization. I hope this dog, which is part of the Pashmina production system, it is a safer dog, which protects the Pashmina from the predators, even snow leopard, and it has smelling power. It is surviving at a height 15,000 plus under hypoxic condition. And I hope this dog, we are characterizing, hopefully in time to come, this will be registered, and therefore this dog will be saved. So that is one example of a most inhospitable terrain of Ladakh I saw, just for example. And this way, we have characterized since October 21, we have characterized until now, the map shows 46 populations we have identified in India. And this map shows that the northeast region, we have identified quite a number and we have already started registering them. So therefore, we have 34 populations are under characterization and 12 populations have already been completed and their breed registration applications are in process. Therefore, we have now started our network project of ICR network project and 27 centers are actively working on this. So within this last 2.5 years, we have identified 46 new populations. I hope two of them have been registered. Few applications are already in, and I hope that we will be registering. And this is what the livestock census in one part is contributing toward the SDG, the Sustainable Development Goal 2.0, which is zero hunger. This is our target of SDG till 2030, that we want to bring back the 54% of nondescript. By 2030, we bring down to 25%. By registering, we target around 100 more breeds. Our conservation effort is going on. We are having 3 lakh doses for 63 breeds at present. We want to take it to 150 breeds by 2030. Similarly, we have the somatic cell for 68 breeds already preserved at the National Gene Bank. So we have a sustainable goal target till 2030, which commensurate with the national target as well. This is our way forward, that we not only breed characterization is one part, registration, and followed by that, the overall improvement in NGR management and livestock census for us is one of the important milestone event that we did the watch list in 2022. We want to do in 25 the watch list 2.0. So therefore, ANGR management, which helped based on the livestock census, we could identify 38 breeds, and majority, 70% of them has now been safely stored at National Gene Bank. 5 critical breeds we have already started in situ conservation. So therefore, this livestock census, when it will come out with the breed-wise data, this will not only help the country as a whole, but every state and their policy and programs will be much better implemented. And finally, this will help the farmer and the farming community in getting their share, what we call as access benefit sharing. With that, I thank you, and we all committed to conserve the ANGR biodiversity for future. Thank you. Thank you.
So my question here is, for this livestock census that we are doing and the software that we have developed, I hope somebody is here from NIC. Who's here from NIC? I can't see anyone. Oh, itna piche baithe ho. Okay. So what I wanted to also know was, what is the size of your library, or how many breeds have you already incorporated into the app or software that we have?
I think we have given almost all the breed data, all the breed picture.
नहीं, software बताइए, कुलकर्णी जी.
Yeah, ma'am, we have received 221 breeds, which we have already incorporated in our software in Govt system. That
You have already done
yeah,
it. Okay. So,
We have already provided.
but what probably you will have to do is run this, because what I presume you're going to do is, if this is the animal, you take the phone, it will capture a picture, it will run an algorithm, and it will then decide on which breed is it? It will take to that breed. Is that what we are trying to do?
No, ma'am, that is not the procedure. Our procedure is that we have a drop-down menu, state-wise breed,
Okay.
animal-wise breed, and that photo as well as the phenotypes, features.
Okay.
From that, the enumerator has to select.
So they have to select.
Yeah.
We haven't automated that process.
Yeah, we don't have that.
So Prashant has left. Prashant Mittal is not here, if I'm not mistaken. Please try and develop, and that probably will need a little bit of model training. If you take the picture of that breed, will it be able to automatically take it to the list of breeds that we have got? So that might be very helpful. It will save time also. थोड़ा कुलकर्णी जी इस पे काम करके देखिए. It will be a good model to.
एक बार मैडम डिस्कस हुआ था इस पर, प्रशांत जी ने भी इसको सजेस्ट किया था, लेकिन जो सॉफ्टवेयर है उस पर ईच एंड एवरी अगर एनिमल की हम फोटो लेते हैं, that will be a memory issue in the mobile as well as the gadget where we are going to collect the information. That is the issue.
That could be a problem. Let's see this space issue also. We'll discuss it in a couple of days.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah, the floor can ask any questions to the NVAJ related issues, if any. But
ये mic किसी को बोलिए. Excuse me, girls. Take the mic there. माइक इधर लेके जाओ. आगे रहो आप लोग, दो एक लोग. आप एक मिनट प्लीज खड़े हो जाएंगे, जिनको माइक चाहिए. हाँ, इधर आइडेंटिफाई. एक माइक यूज करिए.
Sir, I am from Assam, sir. I want to know, here is described about the breed recording. What will be the procedure of recording the crossbreed animals? That's why we are in Assam, there are Jersey crossbred, Holstein Friesian crossbred, like that. We have to record it in like that or only crossbred?
I think when you have the platform that will be shown, the crossbred, right? And the purebred and the graded, everything will be captured. Okay, when training will be given, then you have to take that which are the improver breed, like Jersey or Holstein Friesian,
Yeah.
Sahiwal or Gir.
Yeah.
So they will also be taken care while you are enumerating in your state. What are those breeds which have been introduced? Okay, in the previous plan and in the current plan. Based on there, those photographs also have to be given to the enumerator to discriminate that. Okay, so that has to be taken care at the state level. So therefore, when the training will be given to the state nodal officer, all these aspects will be taken care.
Sir.
So this thing will be taken care while the state specific training will be given. The scientist from the bureau will give you a glimpse. As right now, our scientist, Dr. Niranjan, will be presenting for one state, that what kind of scenario will happen. So that time you will get closer view. So it will be at the state level. It has to be, because Sahiwal or Gir is present everywhere now.
Yes, sir.
So it has to be a Sahiwal picture or a graded picture has to be there. But most importantly, the pure breed of your state has to come capture, right? And their pictures will be in the drop-down bin. I don't know whether at this stage the crossbred of a particular state will come in the drop-down menu or not. It is there. So that you have to capture. Yes.
Sir, I think it will be somewhat difficult to identify this breed for the enumerator
there are options.
on the basis of photographs, sir.
There are options that the pure breed, like the cattle, for cattle, you have Lakshmi cattle, right? Lakshmi cattle is maximum. Last census also it tells that there's the #1 breed. Apart from that, there is ND, nondescript. There are graded of Lakshmi also.
yes,
Then there are crossbred, Jersey crossbred or Holstein Friesian crossbred, right? So therefore, I think when you go through the particular platform, much things will be easier. So at this stage, when you see the platform, many things will be clear. Yes, definitely this is complicated, but as far as possible, it will be trained at the state level and also at the zonal level as well. I hope for the Northeast, we may have one group total and one training. So there, the interstate breed also will be taken care. So the training part would be the most important.
No, use the mic.
Ma'am, I am Dr. Ravinder Yadav from National Rainfed Area Authority. Ma'am, just one suggestion. What you said was a very valid point in which if a picture is taken and the breed comes. What I suggest is, ma'am, a separate software, not directly integrated with this software, can be developed. What happens is, ma'am, most of the enumerators will be local. So they would be generally knowing all the breeds of that region. They may have confusion in very few. So what we can do, rather than making this software very heavy and having connectivity issue, we can have a small separate application just for identification, which can run separately. Ma'am, one more request that I have already given in writing also, with regard to Mithun, ma'am. Mithun is found in Northeast, and in all census, ma'am, what has happened is, in 3 previous census, it has been reported from states only once. For example, it has been reported from Jammu Kashmir also. Probably there is a lot of confusion existing between Yak and Mithun. So my request is that NPVGR may kindly...
We are taking care of that.
Yes, yes.
Because there is a big problem there. It is not only Mithun and Yak. Yak and cattle hybrids are the main problem.
I think it's a very good idea. We can have a, a small play app during the training session itself. So let us see. I mean, it's a good idea. We'll discuss with NIC and see what can be done.
I think Mithun and Yak issue would be primarily resolved through the photograph. That should not be any problem.
Sure.
But Hajarika, the software, I mean, the Mithun is not expected except in certain states. So if somebody is selecting Mithun in, say, Jammu, is a query going to come that why are you selecting? We should have some kind of block.
Yeah, ma'am. We have state-wise species. The app will be enabled only for those species. If somebody wants to add some other species from other states, which is not available in that state, for that special scrutiny is there, that will be go to the SNO as well as DNO for scrutiny.
So that is the answer to your question about Mithun and Yak. This was probably not available in the earlier software. So this time the checks and balances have been put for that. But you can see the software and give more suggestions, certainly.
Good morning. Good morning,
There
House.
is one question.
So I have one query. Well, in the last census, when we were capturing the data, and when we click the breed in the drop-down list, the total number of all the breeds
Coming.
will appear. Now, this time I recommend, if for the particular state, say for example, in Assam or say in Haryana, so those breeds which are available in Haryana, those comes first in the...
That is what Dr. Hazarika just now said.
Yeah,
The state-wise known available breeds will be listed. If, and sometimes it is possible, some special farmer has imported a completely foreign animal.
so one other
that
breeds
will
option
be
is there.
with special scrutiny with a higher level of check. So that is incorporated. When you see the software, you will be able to know.
Okay, ma'am. Thank you.
Good afternoon. There is one question. What is the difference between Gojri and light brown colored Neeli Ravi? You have just mentioned Gojri is also in the area of Pathankot and other side. So what's the difference basically?
I think Gojri and Neeli Ravi were quite different, right? Neeli Ravi is present in the Punjab. Gojri is a hill buffalo. It's spread out till Uttarakhand. And now Uttarakhand, Himachal, and the Shivalik hill base of Punjab and part of Jammu and Kashmir also. Jammu region would have Gojri. Though, I think it will take time, I will not deliberate on that. The 5 markings or the white markings are not alone available in Neeli Ravi. They are present everywhere. We have a buffalo being characterized at Maharashtra, right? It's called Bellona buffalo, which is being characterized, would have these markings as well. So Gojri buffalo is distinct.
But comparative, if we just see the comparison, color is light color to a layman.
Yeah, but
how he will
Gojri with hill buffalo, it has got features the leg, the compactness, the body conformation overall is different. Should not be a problem. Yes, they are overlapping features.
Yes.
But when a breeding tract will be defined in Uttarakhand, it will show Gojri. That kind of things also will be.
Sir, I have a question regarding that particular dog breed, Chunky. There is a breed, Himalayan sheepdog, also found in Uttarakhand. And somewhere similar breed.
That's called Gaddi. That's called
Gaddi. Gaddi is different one, Himalayan sheep is different one.
There will be many.
How will differentiate Himalayan sheep with this Chunky? Because some more characters are very quite similar with the Himalayan sheep.
All the Himalayan sheep in the region of a particular height looks similar, like Gaddi. If you go beyond, and if it is hypoxic condition of Changthang is not the same as other Himalayan region, right? So therefore, these breeds are similar in look, but their behavior, their particular utility pattern is different. And dog, we have only registered 3, and we are taking up this issue of characterizing new breeds. And who knows, there are many breeds in different states. In Maharashtra, there are 2-3 hound breeds are there. So this is coming up, and I hope that...
Sir, first of all, we'll decide with the morphological characters.
Yes, exactly.
Once we'll see the breed, we'll decide with the morphological
Only
characters.
morphology at present.
Behavior and hypoxic condition will be the different one.
So therefore, Changhi, which is with Shepherd dog, there are many Shepherd dog elsewhere also. When they will come up, we'll definitely take up.
Hello. Hello.
Any further question? Yeah.
Yes.
Hello. Hello. I'm from Maharashtra. N number of times we have encountered the problems of crossbreeding in sheep and goat, particularly the breeds that they are there at farmers level cannot be recognized as a specific breed. There are habits of leaving male animals for whole village, and that serves as sire. So the crossbreeding continues, and identification of a particular breed from those animals is difficult.
Yes.
So for that matter, we are just trying to reduce this ND term, nondescript, right? But still, the coin persists. That was just one addition. The second one, allow district nodal officers or the supervisors to deduct incomprehensive data that is received from enumerators. Because in last census, the same data continued, and as Alka Didi told, that yak and mithun are rampantly seen in other states also. Even we have got some at Dhule, almost 700 of them. So we couldn't reduce them. So allow this data to be deducted at DNO level.
So this is a matter of data entry.
The breed which are already registered, only for those we have to mark as a graded breed or whatever the registered breed. For others, we have some other provisions like non-descript and Jersey, whatever is there. In that category, we have to feed those data in the software. There is a detailed discussions in the software as well as our own overview of the census. In there, we will discuss these issues. Any other question?
Sir, see, I'm from Manipur, and in Ukhrul district, in the hilly district of Manipur, there is one dog, mostly we use for hunting. How to register this dog?
It's already under consideration of registration. We have received the application, and that will be...
How full? We call it how full?
How far?
How full,
Yeah,
yes.
yeah. We have received the application.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
Thank you. That is under active stage of consideration, so hopefully that also will be done soon.
Yeah, I think no more questions. Thank you, MBAGR.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Hello. Sir, there is one question, sir.
Question basta hai?
Sir, are you considering Nukra for registering Nukra breed of horse?
Anything for Nukra because it's a color variant, right? So that not yet. In future, if you will receive, we will consider. Eighth equine breeds was recently registered in 23, as I said, Bintadi from Maharashtra, last breed. Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
गुजरात की सेक्रेटरी है, तो उनको फिर दाइस में बुला लीजिए।
I request Principal Secretary State of I request Principal Secretary Government of Madhya Pradesh please come on dais. I also request Secretary State of Gujarat please come on the dais. Respected advisor, sir, Principal Secretary, Government of MP, and Secretary, Government of Gujarat, and senior officers who have joined us today from various states and union territories, delegates of various institutes and organizations, and my esteemed colleague, I am Shraddha Pal, and I am going to present the overview of livestock census. So far in this workshop, we have understood that livestock census is head count of domesticated animals, which covers the 16 species of livestock as well as poultry. It profiles the livestock bred based on the breed, age, sex, and use for each household, household enterprises, non-household enterprises, and institutes of each and every states and union territory. So it gives a detailed overview of livestock and poultry across the India. So let's have a look on the history of livestock census. First livestock census has been conducted in the pre-independent era of 1919. Considering the lifespan of small animals, it has been conducted in every 5 years, and 20th livestock census has been conducted in the year of 2019, celebrating the 100 years of livestock census. So we can say that it is among one of the oldest census which is conducting in our country. So, first and foremost important objective of livestock census is to count the total number of livestock and poultry population present in our country. The second most important objective of livestock census is to get the breed-wise detail of livestock and poultry. And the third important objective is to get the age, sex and use-wise details of livestock and poultry. Apart from this, one of the most important objective of this census is to get the socio-economic details of the households which are involved in this sector. So, we have understand that livestock census is one of the important pillar of this sector, which is major source of income in the rural areas. And this sector has also very importance in the nutritional providence, which provides as a source of animal proteins. And as ma'am has already mentioned in her speech that this sector is a sun-rising sector, which is providing a number of employment opportunities. So, considering the close relationship between humans and livestock, livestock census data has been used for understanding and controlling the disease outbreak in the livestock, and it also provides us and helps us to understand the breed dynamics in our country. And the second, it is basic information for estimating the major livestock products which are milk, meat, egg and wool, which also uses for estimating the contribution of livestock sector in the Indian economy. The third and important use to assist and encourage the livestock farming in our country, and this data is being used by state as well as central government to formulate various plans and policies in our country. And since it is very huge and voluminous data which has the information of breed, age and sex, so it provides a scope for the research scholars in our country as well as from the foreign countries. So there are two characteristics which makes this exercise unique in from other exercises. The first characteristic is it is very precise as in the terms of territory. It aims to reach each and every household in the rural as well as urban areas of our country. And the second important characteristic is its reference period. So it collects the information as on date so that it helps in comparing the information from the previous census. So major users of livestock census data are the various scheme divisions of Department of Animal Husbandry and Dairying, Ministry of Statistics and Program Implementation, and other ministries like Panchayati Raj, Rural Development. And another users of this data are the state and UT Animal Husbandry departments, Niti Aayog, and other national and international institutes which are involved in research practices. And other international organizations like FAO, UNSD are also users of this data. So if we talk, there are 4 indicators which has been covered in livestock census. First, the general information of the unit from where information is being collected. The second is information of head count of animals. The third is socio-economic characteristics of the household. And the fourth is information of stray dog and stray cattle. Livestock census is the only source of information of stray cattle and stray dogs present in our country. As I have told, it aims to reach each and every household of our country, irrespective whether they are involved in livestock rearing or not. It goes to the household which is present in urban area. And the methodology which we are following, not to skip a single household in the rural areas in any village, is that enumerator should start from the northwest corner of the village and he has to move in the serpentine order in order to skip any village in the any household in that village. So the livestock census covers 221 breeds of livestock and poultry which we have received from NBGR, and it provides the information based on the characteristics of animals. Like in male, it provides the information whether that male animal is being used for breeding purpose, agriculture purpose, both breeding and agriculture, and bullock cart and other operations. Similarly, in the female animals, it captures the information like whether the female animal is in milk condition, dry, not calved ones, or others. We covers the count of poultry birds also, like quails, ostrich, emu separately. So these are the species which are going to be covered, like cattle. This is not working properly. This remote. These are the species which are going to be covered. If we have a look on the socio-economic characteristics which will be covered in this census will be, we will ask from each and every household who whether male or female, who is the gender of this house, head of the household. And first time in this census we are going to ask the important question whether male or female who is mainly involved in the purpose of livestock rearing. Whether this information also we are first time going to ask whether this household is from pastoral community. If yes, then name of the community, whether you have migrated from another state or you belongs to the same state where you are today. And the next question is the occupation of the head of the household. Considering the relationship between agriculture and livestock, we are also asking the agriculture holding of the household, educational status, social status, whether major income comes from livestock, availing any type of financial support from state as well as central government, whether they have any type of beneficiary ID card for livestock and poultry. There are some major highlights, some statistics from 20th livestock census. So in our country there are 536.76 million livestock population, which has an increase of 4.8% from previous census which was conducted in the year of 2012. And 193.46 million cattle are present, which has an increase of 1.3% from the previous census. And there are 51.36 million exotic and crossbreed cattle are available in our country, and 142.11 million indigenous and nondescript cattle are there. If you see that there are 109.85 million buffaloes and 851.7 and poultry population is there in India. So this is the distribution of poultry and livestock population. So the major share is for the cattle. 36.0% cattle are present in total livestock, followed by goats 27.74%, buffaloes 20%, sheep 13.83%, in pigs and others. If we see for the poultry population, majorly poultry population is in the commercial poultry farms, and backyard poultry contributes 37.22%. So this is a comparative study between 19th livestock census and 20th livestock census. These are the major states having major livestock population. Mostly the major livestock has been present in the UP, followed by Rajasthan and Madhya Pradesh. So UP contributes 12.68% livestock population, Rajasthan 10.59%, and Madhya Pradesh 7.57% in the country. So these are the statistics from exotic cattle. So there are 43.3% HF among the total exotic and crossbreed cattle, and non-descript cattle contribute 70.5% in the total indigenous and non-descript category. And there are 56.63% non-descript buffaloes are there in our country. Moving forward to the 21st livestock census, so we are going to see what are the preparations so far division has made. So this is the calendar, software and finalization of schedule and instruction manual has been done, and we have identified the states where we are going to conduct the pilot survey. And during the month of July and August, there will be state-wise training to empower the resource persons for further district-wise trainings. And final rollout of census will be between September to December 2024. And finalization of data will be in the month of January 2025. In parallel, there will be another exercise of post-enumeration check. In the month of February and March, there will be publication of key results. So these are the areas which we have selected for the pilot survey, considering from all the zones of our country. In the north, we have selected UP. In the northeast, Arunachal Pradesh, eastern belt, Odisha, southern state, Karnataka, and western Gujarat we have selected for the pilot study. In these states, we have selected one state, one village in urban mart, considering the various facts like having major population, or having a village which have low connectivity, or having a village which has pastoral populations and others. In order to reach each and every household, village, block, districts, we are following the local government directory of Ministry of Panchayati Raj, which we have considered from the Panchayati Raj, and we have distributed to the states, and the updated list we will incorporate in the 21st livestock census software. So these are the institutions and households where this census will be conducted. Like each and every household enterprises like poultry farms, butcher shops, and other farms. And in the institutions like Gaushala, military defense establishments, and veterinary colleges. So these are the species-wise breed distribution which are going to be covered in this census. So the software has been developed by NDLM team, and this software will have also a feature of real-time dashboard monitoring. The data flow in 21st livestock census, enumerator will collect the data in his or her own device, and after collecting all the information from each and every household, he will submit the data to the supervisor. After 100% scrutiny of all the data and 20% physical inspection of all the villages, supervisor will either approve the data or reject the data. If he will approve the data, data will go to the district nodal officer. After the scrutiny of further data, if district nodal officer approves the data, data will go directly to the server. If he has some doubts, the data will go back to the supervisor, and from supervisor it will go back to the enumerator, and enumerator will be the final authority to change or edit the data. And if there are some more problems in the data, data will go to the supervisor for some more scrutiny. These are the steps which are being followed to improve the data quality in 21st livestock census. In the software, there are some inbuilt checks which will improve the data quality and reduce the human error. And as sir has already told, there will be state-specific breed in the software. To avoid the mapping of too many number of enumerators to single village, we will map the villages which enumerator has to cover in the census activity. And data will be GIS tagged. And enumerator and supervisor will be able to do scrutiny of data from the software. And there are some physical steps also to improve the data quality. There will be field inspection of state and central officers. So the outcome of 21st livestock census will be age-wise, sex-wise and use-wise, state-wise number of livestock population and poultry population, in number of stray dog and stray cattle state-wise, and the most important another report will be generated for breed-wise livestock and poultry population. And these will be some tables will be generated from the new initiative which we are going to cover in this 21st livestock census. So livestock and poultry population available with pastoral communities, cattle, number of cattle state-wise present in the Gausala, female participation in the livestock sector, and gender-wise distribution of stray animals. Thank you. If there are any queries, please.
Ma'am, I am Dr. Ravikant from Punjab. हेलो मैम, मेरे 2-3 क्वेश्चंस है इसमें. सबसे पहले तो लास्ट जो मीटिंग हुई थी उसमें भी थोड़ी डिस्कशन हुई थी इस बारे में. जो आपने बनाया है भी 20% ऑफ डाटा विल बी चेक्ड बाय द सुपरवाइज़र. आई थिंक 20% डाटा काफ़ी ज़्यादा हो जाता है, क्योंकि 6 न्यूमरेटर्स को उसने जब चेक करना है तो कम से कम उसके पास 25,000 घर होंगे, तो 25,000 में 5,000 लगभग उसके पास घर आ जाएंगे, और वो काफ़ी मुश्किल होता है 5,000 घरों को करना. और दूसरा उसमें है, क्या वो अपनी मर्जी से सिलेक्ट करेगा जो 5,000 घर होंगे, या रैंडमली उसके पास जाएगा? पहला तो ये क्वेश्चन मेरा है.
आई थिंक सर वो रैंडम विलेजेस सॉफ्टवेयर ही जनरेट करेगा जिसको.
हाँ, मतलब जैसे ISS में होता है, ISS में रैंडम सैम्पलिंग होती है.
हाँ, इसमें भी रैंडम सैम्पलिंग ही होगी.
ओके, पर 20% काफ़ी ज़्यादा आई थिंक. जी,
आपको पूछना है तो यहाँ पे आपको कोई ऑप्शन नहीं है जी आप रैंडम सैम्पलिंग वहाँ पे करो, है ना. ईच एंड एवरी हाउस होल्ड में आपको जाना है, एनिमल हो या ना हो. तो ये आपको आगे जब हम सॉफ्टवेयर दिखाएंगे उस पर आपको बता देंगे जिस हाउस होल्ड में एनिमल नहीं है कहाँ कंक्लूड करना है, और जिस हाउस होल्ड में एनिमल है, अगर एनिमल है या आपका पोल्ट्री है उसके लिए भी ऑप्शन है. वो हम सॉफ्टवेयर में डिटेल्स में अभी डिस्कस करेंगे. ठीक है
सर, मेरा क्वेश्चन ये नहीं था.
बताइए.
मेरा क्वेश्चन ये था कि जो 20% हाउस होल्ड जो सुपरवाइजर के पास जाने हैं,
करेक्ट,
वो हाउस होल्ड वेदर रैंडमली जाएंगे या पहले वाली सेंसस के हिसाब से?
सुपरवाइजर रैंडमली जाएंगे.
रैंडमली. नेक्स्ट इसमें मेरा क्वेश्चन है जी, जो सुपरवाइजर के बाद जो DNO ने करना है स्क्रूटनी, DNO के पास का पूरे डिस्ट्रिक्ट के घर जाएंगे?
DNO को
पूरे डिस्ट्रिक्ट के जाएंगे, इसका मतलब पूरे डिस्ट्रिक्ट से कुछ परसेंटेज आएगी, तभी वो चेक करेगा ना जी DNO. तो बेटर विल भी, अगर हम बेटर क्वालिटी चाहते हैं तो वो तहसील लेवल के ऑफिसर को वहाँ पे लगा दिया जाए DNO की बजाय.
नहीं, सुपरवाइजर तो 100% स्क्रूटिनी तो कर ही रहे हैं, है ना. और उसके बाद भी वो रैंडमली जा रहे हैं फील्ड में. DNO को वो सारे चीज़ें अप्रूव करना है और DNO को देखना है कहीं अगर उनमें दिक्कतें हैं, कहाँ जाने की ज़रूरत है, कहाँ नहीं जाने की ज़रूरत है.
ओके,
ठीक है.
तीसरा पॉइंट है जी मेरा, जैसे ब्रीड में हम स्टेट स्पेसिफिक ब्रीड्स का एक लिस्ट बना रहे हैं. सेम वे लास्ट सेंसस में क्या हुआ था, जिस स्टेट में याक या मिथुन नहीं थे उस स्टेट से भी याक या मिथुन एंट्री हो गई थी. करेक्ट. इसके लिए एक बेटर ये हो सकता है भी स्टेट को जो स्पीसीज का है वो इनेबल और डिसेबल करने का अधिकार
हाँ,
दीजिए।
वो हम कर रहे हैं ना। आपकी स्टेट में जैसे आपको यूपी में हम जा रहे हैं, यूपी में जो प्रोमिनेंट ब्रीड है उसकी लिस्ट आपको ड्रॉप डाउन में मिलेगा, तो उसमें से सिलेक्ट करिए। अगर आपको लगे जी कोई बाहर से कोई ब्रीड, नया ब्रीड यहाँ आ गया है, तो ऑल इंडिया लिस्ट में से जाकर उसको सिलेक्ट करेंगे। लेकिन इन दैट केस वो आपका डीएनओ और एसएनओ के पास उसकी फ्लैश मैसेज जाएगा, जी आपको जो ब्रीड यहाँ अवेलेबल नहीं है वो ब्रीड एंट्री हुआ है, आप उसको देखिए।
सर ब्रीड का नहीं, मैं इस बात कर रहा, मैं स्पीसीज की बात कर रहा हूँ।
हाँ, स्पेसिस भी, इवन स्पेसिस की बात कर रहे हैं हम। स्पेसिस भी, स्पेसिस लिस्ट तो आपकी स्टेट की लिस्ट है आपके पास ड्रॉप डाउन में। उसके अलावा भी अगर आप लेते हैं, यानी अगर हाउस होल्ड की बात कर रहे हैं आप, हाउस होल्ड में अगर आपको एनिमल सिलेक्ट कर दिया, फिर वो आपका पॉलिटी ऑटो नहीं है तो भी ऑटोमेटिकली डिसेबल हो गया है।
सर अगर स्टेट से ही, जैसे यहाँ का पंजाब स्टेट में है ही नहीं, तो स्टेट लेवल से एसएनओ की तरफ से उसको डिसेबल ही कर दिया जाए, वो उसको शो ही ना हो
ना। वो हम कर रहे हैं ना। जैसे आपकी यूपी में अगर याक नहीं है, आपकी स्टेट लिस्ट में याक की आएगा ही नहीं ऑप्शन।
ओके,
आप ऑल इंडिया लिस्ट से उसको लेना पड़ेगा।
और वन मोर क्वेश्चन है जी मेरा,
बताइए।
जो मैपिंग होगी इनोमिनेटर्स के विलेजेस के साथ, वो स्टेट के पास उसका राइट्स होंगे या डायरेक्ट यहाँ से?
डीएनओ के पास, डीएनओ के अंदर जितने भी स्टेट है कि विलेजेस है या वार्ड है, उनको सेंसस करने के या अलॉट मैपिंग करने के ऑप्शन होंगे। लेकिन इनिशियली हम मैपिंग करके देंगे जो इन्फॉर्मेशन आपसे ले रहे हैं उसके बेस पे, और बाद में अगर सेंसस करना है, एडिट करना है, वो डीएनओ के पास डिस्ट्रिक्ट की होगा।
ठीक है सर। और जो प्राइवेट इनोमिनेटर्स हमने रखने हैं उसकी आप बाद में बताएंगे भी क्या क्वालिफिकेशन वगैरह लेनी है?
प्राइवेट क्या?
जो प्राइवेट इनोमिनेटर्स रखने हैं हमने, क्योंकि
प्राइवेट इनोमिनेटर रखना है,
प्राइवेट रखना
उसके
पड़ेगा
लिए शायद हमने गाइडलाइंस ऑलरेडी इशू कर दिया ना। वी हैव इशूड द गाइडलाइंस।
नो सर, अभी तक कोई गाइडलाइंस हमारे पास
नहीं मिला आपको, है ना?
नहीं,
वो हमने इशू नहीं किया अभी इनोमिनेटर के बारे में।
नहीं सर,
हाँ, इशू कर दीजिए। ठीक है, वी विल डू दैट।
थैंक यू सर।
या थैंक यू।